Okay, first off, it's a death battle between Ash Ketchum and Yugi that I want to react to. I don't know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh, but I feel like I'd want to watch that and see how they put that together. A guy who need to stream more or be complaining on Twitter. You don't even follow my Twitter. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I don't complain on... Bro, what do we look at me as? My main thing is I just don't be knowing what... Yugi yank your chain. Don't put Ass Ketchum in the same convo. Ass Ketchup in the same convo? I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh like that. I really did not watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh. My brother knows how to play it. I never even learned how to do none of that. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, my Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge is like zero, bro. I mess with Bakugan, I mess a little bit with Beyblade, and I mess with Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh I just avoided. Yu-Gi-Oh was the only thing I avoided, unfortunately. I don't know how I missed out on Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. It just didn't have my attention like Bakugan. Bakugan was the peak card game. Like, that shit was the best card game out, in my opinion. And it's probably wrong. It's probably most definitely Yu-Gi-Oh because it's more favorited. But I'm saying to me, I thought that jump was the best one. To me personally. Niggas probably gonna whip my ass saying that. But it's just like, even though that shit only lasted like 2-3 years and it was over with, Bakugan was tough. Cause it's like, I don't know if it was just like futuristic, but it's like, yeah, that was the only thing that had like not just cards but actually like I guess toys to like have at the same time. So it was like a double whammy, whatever you want to call it. But there was two things going on, so it was like, it was different. And I thought that shit was really the future, and that shit really could have took off. I was on the Bakugan Dimensions website and shit. I was playing the online MMOs. I was playing all that shit, so I was so locked in. Shit got shut down. That shit didn't last. Bakugan Dimensions, I thought that shit was the future. I was really about to be playing that shit every day. Shit got shut down after like a year. They had that McDonald's collab too. That shit was lit. The only thing is they made them like big as hell, and like they weren't even really, I don't even think the shits were magnetic at the bottom. I think the McDonald's toys, nigga, you had to push the button with your finger instead of using like a magnet or something. I remember that specifically. I do be remembering this shit. I really don't be forgetting. I really don't be forgetting shit when it comes to that. That's how you know I was deep into it. Little details like that, that's how you know I was deep into this shit. Okay, let's see this. I'm not gonna lie, let's watch this now. They're gonna have all the lore anyway, and they're gonna have it, so we're gonna know a little bit more about Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm getting, because I don't know, but y'all might. Anyway, Yu-Gi-Oh versus Ash, bro.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Let's get right.
Fly! Ash
Yugi
Ketchum
versus
Yugi
Ash, sorry.
Muto. The biggest question from the playground: Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
This is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
This man got sponsored,
go
bro.
check out Mad Mushroom's newest game.
That's where you got your name from?
It
Yup.
just launched and it's all about action.
Heck yeah. No sponsors though, I'm sorry.
Know what that
Palette get their first.
Let's get right.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
Oh, the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master, though he didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best?
Y'all really don't understand how tough it would be at 10 years old to be able to just raise one of these mobs. And you'll never need to walk out the house with you basically have a weapon at 10 years old. You have a friend at 10 years old, your best friend. You have a bodyguard at 10 years old. Living in this like is tough. Like living like this is tough, bro. I mean, going to the gyms and getting your gym badges, this would be a tough life, bro. Unless somebody goes crazy, then he just randomly just has Pokemon on the loose, just hurting random people for no reason. Then we might have a problem. Then you got like President Trump with Dialga. Let me stop talking. What am I talking about?
Like no one ever
What
was.
am I talking
Better
about?
than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
You gotta have some type of order though.
Electric Mouse, Pikachu, and wait, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture, Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
We should note, we are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon, but in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow rat enough voltage and you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity.
So are they only giving him Pikachu? Okay, so they're being very specific. Yeah.
And
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who, you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they used thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast. Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and Pikachu's bond is magnetic and brought them new allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine.
So they have to include like every Pokemon he caught
His Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which
through
is
all these like
fine. Now
Pokemon
he's using Ice Aqua battering ram.
variations. I don't even know how many shows they have.
Heal with synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar. Haha!
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on
Damn.
the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards. Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space. Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit.
I did not know that
Oh,
Magikarp
and Pikachu
detail.
cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy. Lycanroc,
Don't go-
Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions, soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree? He chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home who
Damn.
mind boggles you with Reflect.
They
Light
got
Screen,
everybody
and
in there,
Yep,
bro.
That Mr. Mime, the stepdad who Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough
Mega
to defeat
Evolution
champion
too.
Cynthia's Garchomp.
Oh
Mega
my
Evolution
god.
The Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros, and he keeps hugging them. Ash, They're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again. Kid, just turn the hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory,
You got too
but
much
his nurturing
swag, like
bonds. He knows
Ash
Pokemon feelings better than anyone.
Drip so tough, bro.
Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
Ash Drip
It
gotta be
comes with a
studied.
huge power
Greninja,
increase,
bro.
But there's a catch. Ash shares
His
Greninja's
squad stacked.
small price to
Who
pay for
Yugi got?
ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with
I don't know.
His Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts.
Yugi about to
Same
humble
girl
him?
From Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants. The Reggie
see,
kind,
bro.
not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas.
Reggie
who could tow
Gigas.
entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms
Damn,
of
I don't know
Groudon
none of
and
them.
Kyogre.
Yeah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no, Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charge.
I might have to.
right,
This
poor
might
kids.
be. This might be the
Weren't
one.
even around
This
anymore
might
in
be the
game.
video that make me
Regardless,
actually
after
log
his
in to
loss at
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Kalos,
Then.
Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Kaiju Gengar. He haunts foes. with
And you got all these
terror, or
freaking
even
special
swallows
versions
them
of
up. I bet it
Mega
smells
Evolution.
nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they need is a power ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This rainbow lightning is their ace. You see this coming? You're cooked. Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel is a poisonous sniper, and Solgaleo is basically the sun god. A legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights
Why my
up
shit
the
started glitching for a
universe.
second?
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there
Right.
a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4 kids, let my boy win! Yes!
Sure. Ash did his best, and he had no regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash
Look
realized
at my
that
boy.
Pokemon
Look
Master
at my
Torch.
fucking starter. Swaggy ass dude. What is his fucking name? Cause I just what Pokemon did I just play and I just kept spamming. You know he got a name called a move called Liquidation, bro.
To new
You know I spam that move all the
Ash
fucking time.
realized that to him, a Pokemon Master was someone
I spam that move so much, bro.
Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked away it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
I don't forget his name, bro. Damn. That's one of those new ones though.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch of Death Battle staff have
Bro.
built
Hey,
the
hey.
Of ancient.
Alright, let's log in. Let me see.
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
time travel, the divine hand, aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies
Hold on.
punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time and the pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil. And in the modern day, Yugi Muto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did
Okay.
he know that completing the puzzle would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand and always on demon time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's griddle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's war. Time to send monsters to the graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far
You know what's crazy? Didn't Bakugan try to make some shit like that? Bakugan tried to make some little shit like this, bro. And that shit did not fly. That shit made no sense. I remember I bought some shit like that, but it was not like, I don't know. I might have used it like one time. There's no point in really using
playing a
that shit.
children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed up ways.
This is interesting though. I ain't
Illusions
know
of
this
being
had
set on
anything to
fire,
do with
swapping your soul, or the
Egypt and
infamous
shit.
Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle
Pyramids and
does far
shit.
more than force hallucinations. It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because
Okay.
Yugi had a great early deck.
The squad.
Monsters for offense.
I remember that little dude.
Anything.
I do remember that little furball though that he holding right here.
Deck. Monsters for offense, spells for
I
effects,
do remember
and
that.
traps for setups. Oh, and Exodi. Oh, there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have him multiply. With a 1,000 strong
Karibo.
meat shield, a dragon's
wow.
breath is a
the
gentle
heck?
breeze.
Well, okay.
Shadow
Didn't know
Konjutsu,
Yugi had
Karibo-
that dog in him.
Karibo?
But I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy moons.
Time Wizard's better. It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters of dark magic, and Yugi often pairs them with the damage redirecting magic cylinder. Now that's thinking with portals.
There's
Hold up.
support monsters too. Catapult Turtle is a bot with a cannon that literally launches other monsters. And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real world card game.
Yugi
Oh,
also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip. And Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life.
this is starting to get
And if his
overkill. I'm
monsters
not
and
gonna
life
lie.
points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their
Our
minds.
friendship ain't got shit
Regardless,
on the
Yugi
art of
and
the
Yami are an
cards.
excellent dueling pair.
Oh,
Yami trusts Yugi
shit.
to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just
Damn.
smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out, and survive attacks from duel monsters. Even the most common duel monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ballgame.
What? fucking joking? Are you joking right now? What do you mean the power of infinity? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
To take him out. These cards were Slifer,
What?
Electric Dragon, Roth, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi
Yo.
was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end, or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels.
This is the stuff that be feeling like Dragon Ball, bruh. Like they just got endless power that don't make no sense, bro. Because, like, bro.
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later,
Past the
Yugi combined
god's
Dark
limits.
Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning Magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will dual monsters into reality, even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
Oh my god. So you're telling me. Wait. Just by believing. Wait, what?
In tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will dual
The
monsters
bonds of
into
his
reality,
cards.
even drawing anyone he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
So he just.
I knew it! He's been cheating all
He
this
just
time.
pulled out
Just make up rules. He's
anybody,
stacking his
bruh.
deck.
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the
Okay.
card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was
At least
jealous
I know
you're
that
so
me.
cool.
Yugi
That
moved
shit.
on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another
Yeah,
sport,
Pokemon
another
gets
duel,
swept.
another
Swept,
game,
bruh. I don't
and
know.
you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
This ain't even fair. What is this, bro?
The Battle of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it
Bro
happen
giving me
without some help
Pikachu,
from our
bro.
friends at Raycon.
That's right. This message
This man
is
put
sponsored by
3 ads in this video?
of our show. Practically
Wireless.
they see season 3 days. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we
Let's
start,
get right,
let's
bro.
lay some ground rules.
We're treating
Okay.
this as a real-time fight.
Real-time
Much like typical
fight.
battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's
Reasonably
time to
available, okay.
Death battle!
Make sure I got my quality right. Ah, what are we doing? 4K, what are we doing? Like I'm uploading this in 4K. This quality isn't helping anyway. Oh, hold on. The animation hard though.
You okay, Pikachu? This 4-on-4 is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa. Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with Quick Attack. Everyone else, back him up.
Say Quick Attack. I'm sorry, that shit got me crying, bro. He said Quick Attack. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That lost me, but alright, come on, go ahead, bro. I believe. I believe. Come on.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise! Dimension Space!
Oh, I get it. Good thing we brought
Battling gods with Quick Attack as the first move. That's what I'm saying. Oh, well, okay. He's trying.
Charizard, I choose you!
He's trying. Okay. Oh, nah. Okay. You got one. Alright. Lucario, come on. Orosphere, yup. Okay. Did that do it? Or I don't... Okay. Hold on, bruh. Hold on. Oh, shit. Ash, you're not... I actually don't know who that is. What is going on? Okay. Ash, what are you doing? Okay. Alright. What the f does he have? Is this nigga absorbing him? What's happening? Okay. Greninja. Okay, he broke the shit. I don't really know what that means. He down to 250 though.
Worry, it's my
Hold on. Hold on. Is he putting in work?
I just need to believe in the heart of the cards.
Oh shit. I know, I'm scared. Don't say that shit. It's scaring me.
Who's that Pokemon?
Arasti, goddess of light! This is it! Magicians, black burning magic! Arasti, Joser!
Pikachu, let's finish this. Together! 10 million volt thunderbolt!
You activated my trap card, Magic Cylinder! With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your life points directly!
Are you? Is that ball count? What?
was an awesome duel, Ash.
Are you serious? Don't get that anime thumbs up. Get the f out of here. Oh my god.
Childhood. Where's
Okay, this is cold. He
tears.
cold.
We can
He
save
cold.
There's a lot
He
to this, so let's
cold.
break
He
it down by
cold. He
experience,
cold.
strategy, and monsters.
That's-
starting with experience.
Oh my
Both
god.
Ash and Yugi have risen to the top, beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
Ash
What?
traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus, Pokemon evolve over time,
Dang.
literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience, but when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta remember, Yugi and Atem's teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way. The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down gods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties
He
like
never
Mega Evolution and
mastered it.
Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what
Yeah,
if Ash
Magic
threw
Cylinder
hands?
is crazy.
The kid's strong enough to chuck trees
That looks
and lift
OD.
baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tiers scale to Glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Silveria's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field.
This is
Ash's
crazy,
strength
bro.
was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more psychic barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And
True.
so, the longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the game.
Yeah, true.
Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers
Yeah,
he's lost.
And
okay.
he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility and power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead.
Bro, I ain't got no
He just needed the
defense, bro.
moment to
No
knock Ash
heals,
stone cold.
no
That
nothing.
was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might
It's
not
like-
think it's Pharaoh,
I
but
guess that shit
Ash
kinda
got
like solo
Yugi
leveling, bro.
owned.
The winner.
When that dude, like, you got an attacker, you got healer, you got tank, whatever you kind of put, and then you got Jinwoo got everything. Damn near. That's who fucking Yugi is at this point. He got everything. That's what it seemed like. This shit crazy, bro. Oh no, I gotta start watching. I need to start watching Yu-Gi-Oh then. That's OD. That's a good ass video, bro.